Hello everyone, this is Darryl20, and welcome to episode 105 of Darryl20's Let's Play of ATM10. I think it's 105, right? I forget. Anyway, yeah, the plan for today, as you may or may not have guessed, is uranium. Because the other stuff for this Philosopher's Fuel looks pretty easy, so I'm not too worried about. Uranium, though, I'm assuming is going to be tricky. So let's get the to-do list going. So in order to make uranium quad fuel rods from modern industrialization, which I understand can be made, oh my goodness. You can do something in a nuclear reactor with a lot of numbers on it. I feel like that numbers meme where like, like all the symbols and like the guy trying to count on his fingers right now. If I was a better YouTuber, I would put that meme into my video right now. That's what I would be doing. So, something nuclear physics. Luckily, I don't think we have to do this. I think we just have to make the fuel. We don't need to process it and do whatever this is. Because I have no idea. Thermal scattered neutron fraction. Okay. Scattering probability. Yep. Absorption probability. Something nuclear physics. Telling you, for the right player, that's a cool mod. I'm just saying that's a cool mod. All right, my head is spinning from all those symbols and numbers and such. So let's get back to it. So all we have to do is make the fuel. We don't need to build a nuclear reactor and process the fuel, like any of that stuff. We just have to make the fuel. That said, it's modern industrialization, so I have to assume this is going to be easier said than done. So it's made in a packager, which I think we have, right? We have a packager over here. Oh my goodness, there's Easter eggs everywhere. Electric packer. Yes, packer, electric packer. Electric packer. That'll do. Okay. And then we need nuclear alloy plate, which is an implosion compressor. Do we have an implosion compressor? I'm thinking the answer to that one is no, right? And that's nuclear mixed. So that's going to be blast-proof alloy, beryllium, and cadmium. Blast-proof alloy is going to be, I think we have, do we have blast-proof already? We do have blast-proof alloy plates. Good. What else are we going to need here? We're going to need beryllium and cadmium. Beryllium ingots come from... So there's another implosion compressing recipe. Beryllium tiny dust, which comes from beryllium dust. There's a B for it. Beryllium dust comes from an electrolyzer of emerald dust. Okay, so that's going to be a thing. Cadmium. We have some cadmium. I forget where it's coming from, and it's not craftable. It must be a byproduct of something I'm already making. Monazite dust, probably that. Okay, that's cool. Yes. So if I need to make more cadmium, I'm assuming. Let's see. What am I currently? Neodymium, probably neo or yttrium. Yeah, neodymium dust is helium, and that winds up making cadmium dust. So I could just, make another recipe that like mirrors that, but cadmium is the primary, and then we'd be cool. Right? Yes, I think that works. So this one's kind of already happening. Part of like, so really for this bit, the only thing we need to do is make the beryllium plates and the implosion compressor, right? And then talk to me about this. So that's another nuclear alloy plate, and then uranium fuel rod, which is an assembler recipe of all this stuff. Helium and soldering alloy and robot arms and large motors and oh my goodness, I don't even know what all we have here. So let's do this and see what we don't have. Blast-proof alloy curved plate would be blast-proof plate that we know how to make. And that's going to be in a bending machine of some kind. Or the compressor, right? So that should be cool. Right? So at this point we have all that. You, I assume, are just uranium in a cutting machine? Yeah. But without the lubricant, remember. Cool. So then we should be able to make a uranium fuel rod of some kind if I put you in the assembler, right? Now, what are the chances that me holding that in my hand is a very bad thing? I've got to imagine high, right? So soldering alloy is the only thing we don't have. And how are we on helium? Because I saw that in there, and I saw it as a byproduct of something I'm already making. So kind of okay. And we're going to need how much helium? We're going to need, to make one of these, we're going to need 0.1 helium. So not a ton, but I also don't have a ton. So we might need more helium, we'll see. So soldering alloy is going to be made in a steam blast furnace with soldering alloy dust. That seems doable. Because that would be you, yes? You don't know how to make soldering alloy dust? My mistake. I thought that I already had that one. So soldering alloy dust comes from a mixer of tin and lead. Doesn't look too bad. And electric mixer puts you there. Cool. Start. I may need to do that. Crafting is locked. Why is crafting locked? Where's my soldering alloy dust hiding? I assume it went in here, right? Waiting for soldering alloy. Okay. Did you already finish? You couldn't have already finished, right? Fluid input hatch, item, input, steel fluid output. Nope, you're empty. So where indeed did the soldering alloy go? On the down, you extract on white. On the up, you insert on white. On the up, you insert on white that. On the up, you're a fluid. Where, pray tell, could he have gone? So we actually did get some soldering alloy, right? We actually did get some. So it went in there, and we got 0.19. So where did the rest of it go? Were you waiting? Oh, I bet I know what's happening. Hold on. Where is my fluid output? Steel fluid output hatch. You should have extracted and inserted into here, yes? No, you went into here and you weren't pleased about that. Right. Right? Right? Because your extract on orange, where's your insert on orange? Here. You're going back into here. What I'm going to want to do is deny list soldering alloy, and then you can insert on orange allow list soldering alloy. so that if I do this, I just saw it go in, and then it should be cool. Is it recognizing the completion now? I'm very confused. It's the red. So wait, where are you going? Your item output hatch. You're returning. You're an extract, so hold on. Forget everything I said about this. Pull that out of there. Yeah. Your fluid output hatch, your extract was there. You didn't have an extract until I gave you one. So where in the world is that orange going? It's an exceptional question. I have no idea. So I put you in here, right? And by the way, you're locked. So let's unlock you for a sec. Right? Clearly, it's getting in there somehow. I just can't figure out how. How are you? Oh, you know what I bet you're doing? You're going in here, aren't you? Yeah, there you are. There you are. There's your troublemaker. There's your troublemaker. That's where he is. Okay. Got it. Got to be somewhere, right? All right. So I'm going to swap you out, right? So now you deny list soldering alloy going in there. And then you on the north can insert a whitelist with soldering alloy. And that should be cool, right? We're not stuck, are we? Fluid insert, soldering alloy allow. You need to be a deny. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. All right, cool. So now we're ready to make uranium fuel rods. How big of a deal is it going to be that this is here? So I guess from modern, is there some kind of suit? Any kind of radiation? I see nothing in terms of a suit. Like, there's this, but I don't think that's, you know. So I'm going to say we're going to go along and say, like, we can make this, and that's going to be cool. In theory. And holding it will hopefully not murder me. Meh. I do like seeing everything kind of, because it's such a complex mod that it's super fun. Right? So now we're on our way. You're making tungsten nuggets somewhere. I'm assuming here. Even with the base tick acceleration, I needed to add more because that's a real slow one. Uh-huh. We're gonna have to look into if there's a better way to do tungsten. Especially if I'm gonna make the implosion compressor, because I feel like tungsten was an implosion compressor option. That's a lot faster. Just saying. And now you should be assemblering, and then you over here. Is this gonna hurt? We're gonna find out. I'm doing it. Looks okay to me. I feel like the opening of The Simpsons right now. Yeah, I dropped the uranium. All right, so I've got one of those. Now we just need to make up like, you know, a few more, which shouldn't be a big deal. The big key here is the nuclear alloy plate, which is going to need an implosion compressor, which is going to need 17 solid titanium, right? So let's do implosion compressor, because I don't think we have one of those yet. And we'll see what else, right? So you need... So you're making that, but I need you to know how to make this. And this, which means you need to know how to make this. You know how to make titanium, so you just need to platify it. And hilariously, we're actually kind of running out of auto crafting slots. Believe it or not, we might need to add like storage to the assembler matrix at some point soon. How crazy is that? Yeah, pretty wild. And then we also need 17 and 16. So do we know how to make blast-proof casings? I don't think we do. So you need to know how to make that and that. So you're going to be... You know how to make that already, so skip that bit. And that's going to be a cutter, right? And then you're going to know how to make that in a minute, right? Unless I did the compressor, which I think is the better, cheaper way to go. Right? Compressor will be the ring, and then you can be the cutter. And then we want 16 blast-proof casings. Gonna need more raw titanium. Remind me where that comes from? I mean, we have some of this. I'm assuming in here can be cool. Yeah, buddy. It's from the digital miner in my back, right? Yeah, if I remember. If I remember correctly, it's it can be obtained with the quarry. Yeah, so that's this guy. So all I have to do is make stainless steel drills, put them in the quarry out there, and I get more titanium, right? And that's what's up. So blast-proof casings, we said 16, which we can kick off now because we have enough titanium. And then titanium machine casings, we need 17. And that's also a bunch of titanium. So I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that this is going to be like a 15, 20-minute craft, including my tick accelerating. So, back in a few, when I'm ready to put this whole shebang together. Yep. Remember those tungsten nuggets that are really slow? We need a lot of them. You know, not for nothing, you can smelt tungsten in an arc furnace. Can you do the same with titanium? No. But you can smelt tungsten in an arc furnace. So, I mean... I'm just saying that that's an option. Especially considering we, like, have options over there. Any other sneaky arc furnace recipes that might be cool? I mean, we could make an arc furnace, right? Do we have room for an arc furnace over here? No? Put one on the roof. I'm only half kidding. I might be serious about that. Possible. I don't know if I'm serious about that or not. But an arc furnace is like bigger. It's bigger than 3x3, right? It's definitely, I feel like it's got to be bigger than a 3x3. I feel like it's a 5x5 footprint, isn't it? Am I remembering that right? Multi-block constructions, heavy machinery, arc furnace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Totally a 5 by 5 structure, which we do not have room for in here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unless I bump this wall out a little bit, which I don't like the idea of. Or I could move this whole multi-block back one, and then it could fit. Or I could move this back one. Or I could remove this crusher and move it over here. I could Tetris this, right? Because I could fit a 5 by 5 here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eh? I could do that. I like that idea. I'm gonna let the crafting continue over there, but the idea of a blast of the arc furnace being able to do stuff seems cool to me. So steel, sheet metal, we need 8. Okay. Steel block, not dark steel. Block of steel is 6. Okay. Heavy engineering block is 5. Redstone engineering block is 1. Light engineering block is 10. Reinforced blast brick needs blast bricks. Which is going to be 27. Right? And that needs steel plate. And there's your 27 reinforced blast bricks. And then steel sheet metal slab. So if I wanted steel sheet metal slabs, I need 14. So give me like 20 of those. Okay. And then steel scaffolding, we need 5. And then a cauldron, we need 1. Okay. And then, so you're going to be, that looks like steel sheet metal, heavy steel sheet metal. So I'm going to put this like here with steel sheet metal. Like this and that. Does that look right? Put this in a spot that's easy for me to access. And then those look like steel blocks. And then we need steel slabs. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right. And then another row of steel slabs all the way across. And then a cauldron goes here. And then 1, 2, and 1. And then a steel scaffolding, right? And then up a layer, we've got the redstone. And then we've got steel, steel, and we've got the blast furnaces in the middle. Heavy, heavy, and 3 lights. And then the steels go up, right? And then inside is all the blast bricks. Does that look right? Yes? And then up another lever, steels, 3 lights in the back, and then you guys go in the corners, right? And then steels carry upwards, and then like that. And then on top is Why do I feel like I did this one? So that's 1, 2. I think that actually comes out further, doesn't it? And then it's a 3 by 3 on top. Right? And then 1 with steel scaffoldings on the side. And then 3 spitting out that way. And if I did this right, we should be able to engineer's hammer by hitting the cauldron. Hooray! Cool. Okay. Awesome sauce. Now you get power somewhere back there. That's your power, right? So pretty sure that gets you all the power you need. And then this is going to be your output, right? And then this is going to be your input. Now we're also going to need to insert those things. So what are those things called? Electrodes or something? Graphite electrodes. Hop graphite ingot in a metal press mold. Or we can do it with arc furnace electrodes, which doesn't seem to have a recipe. Now I'm pretty sure we had... Didn't we do hop graphite at some point? We did. And it's automated even better. How cool is that? How great is that? I don't know where. Oh, it's probably waiting on the crusher. I'm assuming crusher is busy. No. Scheduled 16 coke. That is a coke oven. Am I doing that way? Is that how I'm making coke these days? It's possible. Oh, there we go. They finished. Never mind, they're good. Okay. So what we're gonna want is a rod here. So I'm just gonna do this temporarily because I should be able to do this. 3 steel plate. Right? And then you should be able to do the metal press rod recipe, which does that. And then I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do that. And then if I put you guys in here, and then we got some, like, what's the thing that's taking a million years? It's tungsten. Sweet. That's cool. That's a new noise, by the way. Putting that out there. I'm just going to tell you that it makes 1, because it's only a chance to make more. Oh, and because I rely on this for auto-crafting, I'm swapping that back. Cool. And then you are going to just laser IO because of channel concerns. Because I have no idea how many channels are available here. I'm hoping at least 1. That doesn't seem to be where the output is. Where do you output at? Is it out the front? Might be out the front. And then you can insert. And is that cruising? That's cruising. Nice. And then if I said I wanted tungsten. Haha, nice. Now tungsten ingots. So let's cancel, 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 cancel. You're cleared out, right? You're making tungsten ingots with tungsten dust right now. I don't want you doing that no more. So we're going to tell you no more of that. You make tungsten nuggets with tungsten now. Cool. Sweet. Okay, did you finish anything? I think the answer is no. So implosion compressor, you were still working on that for me, right? So now that's going to get back to being made, hopefully. And, like, no more shenanigans with tungsten, I hope. And then the implosion compressor needed 17 of these. And 16 blast proof. Which hopefully is far less tungsten-y. Yeah, I hope. We'll find out. Okay, so let's do this. Let's wrap up the episode here. We'll come back next time to build the implosion compressor, because I assume by then all this crafting will be complete. And fun times ahead. All right, for now, Dalton, I sign off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.